All right, guys, I'm gonna need your help to push this out because I'm not gonna filter what I have to say, just for the sake of not being suppressed. So I've been seeing, obviously, a lot of people always are like, oh, both sides are the same. They're both corrupt and bad. And honestly, no, they're not. I get it. There is corruption in both parties when it comes to money, influence, and backroom deals. Sure. That part's ugly across the board. I can get behind you with that. But this latest Politico story, this leak, it's way different, guys. They just dropped an article showing thousands of private messages from young Republicans across Republican club type things or whatever across the country. People who are supposed to be the future of that party, right? And their chats, they are horrifying, racist, anti-Semitic, and violent. They're literally praising Hitler, joking about gas chambers, talking about slavery, and even saying things like certain women should be raped to drive them to suicide. This isn't 1940, this is 2025 happening. And it matters because this isn't some anonymous trolls online. These are Republican leaders, people who go to their conventions, help with organizing, volunteer on campaigns. And when they talk like that behind closed doors, it tells you everything about who they are when they think no one is watching. So when people say, both sides are bad, this is why I push back on that. Because corruption and moral rot are not the same thing, guys. There's a difference between someone taking PAC money and someone laughing about Hitler or fantasizing about rape and slavery. That is not both sides. That's just pure evil. And every time this stuff comes up and comes out, what do we hear? The same old deflection talking points. Well, actually, the Democrats used to be the party of slavery. Yeah, no shit. We all learned that in high school, but that was over 100 years ago. The party line shifted after the civil rights era, guys. The people who supported segregation literally left the Democratic Party and became the modern Republican base. Why don't you read about that? So stop pretending that what the Democrats did in 1860 means something about who they are in 2025. Because this right here, this leak, it shows what the core of the MAGA movement has become. Because I've said before, not every Republican is a Nazi, obviously, but even Nazi, white supremacist, and racist pieces of shit seem to find comfort and acceptance under the Republican umbrella. And that's not a coincidence. That's why it's hard for people like myself to even entertain the idea of McDonald Trump and this whole movement of his. Because when we see this kind of hate openly tolerated, guys, even celebrated by people tied to that party, it makes it clear. This isn't about left versus right anymore. It's about decency versus depravity. So, yeah, both sides might take money, both sides might have flaws, but only one side has members that are gleefully talking about genocide, rape, and slavery in private chats in 2025. That's not politics, guys. That is something so much darker, and we're fucked because of it.